Good evening, folks. Appalachia Cryptid Encounters here. So I got some good footage I recorded. Um, Yesterday it was pretty nice out yesterday, and I let the dogs out for quite a bit of time yesterday, and I noticed that my one little dog just kept running down there along the tree line, and like she was trying to get the attention of something. And I think she was trying to play with the little juveniles that comes to the edge of the woods there sometimes. And but anyways, as usual, I went out there and I got the camera out and I started recording. And it was about I don't know, around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I first I thought it was deers moving because they was just real loud, twigs breaking and bushes shaking and everything else. I just, they usually the Sasquatches they're usually pretty sneaky about their movements, and usually it's the deer that thrash up through there. But I got my spotlight out and started hitting the tree line with it, and it was Sasquatches. You're gonna see in this footage that there's I think it's the mother has a juvenile on her back, and then there is a adult Sasquatch leaning down in front of him in the bushes watching me, and then you're gonna see the female standing up behind him. But anyways, that's the backdrop, and here we go. Okay, so you're gonna see in this footage. I've not done any enhancements yet, so I'm gonna first turn up the uh, the sharpness just a hair, and turn it up a little bit, and just a little bit on the definition. And then we'll turn the brightness up, just because of the diminishing returns of uploading on YouTube. Yeah, pretty much have to crank the brightness up. Okay, so on the markup here, I'm going to show you what we got. So the first thing we got right here is the adult male, right? There's his one eye. The second eye is right here. And you can tell that it's really dark out because his pupils are huge. Yeah. Um, and then you see his fur on his head here. He's huge, man. And something like that. That's what he looks like. And then you got the female adult. This is her back right here, right? And then here is the little juvenile right here hanging off her back, and he is turned around looking at me. Right here's his eyes. And then the female, as you can see, her eyes are right here. There's the eyebrow ridge to the nose, right? And she's got her mouth puckered up, like she's getting ready to make a deep whistle or to make some kind of sound, some kind of vibrational sound. She's got her lips puckered up, right? There's the high cheekbones, like so. That's basically what we got going. Then, and lastly, we got um, if you go by the height judgment, okay, so this one here that's leaning down is the adult male, and he's leaning down and he's midway to the midway height up on the female here. So if the female's average height is 6.5 to 8 foot, he's kneeled down at least 4 foot of that. So I'm guessing he's probably between 7, maybe 8 foot tall. But then you got this one back here, clear in the back. You can see his eyes, his nose. He's got his hand up across his mouth or something there. And this is this right here is a tree that's been broken in half by snapped in half by lightning, and he's standing up behind the tree, leaning on it. So that's what we got going here. Now this adult up front, he's so hard to see because he just blends right in. But you can see also right here is a finger he's using to to pull down the vegetation. To have a better line of sight on me, he's pulling the branches down. And then you got the female, like I said, making some kind of noise, puckering noise there. And then here's that little juvenile. Check him out. Look at that. Unbelievable, man. Just amazing. Looks like there's a little female or a little male right there. There's another baby right there. Yeah. Facing the other way. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So that's the first image I'm going to show you tonight. I got plenty of footage to go through. Some of it is, let's see here. This one is a juvenile that's down on the ground underneath the bushes. And look at his face. Check that out. It's shaded. He's using the debris to stay camouflaged. I mean, yeah, you can see just his face sticking out, but the rest of his body's well hidden. And what I've noticed with these Sasquatches, they love to get as low to the ground as they can because they know, humans don't look at the ground all the time. They're usually looking, straight ahead or up, or they're not focusing on down at the ground level where these beings love to hide and peek their heads around. Let me see if I can enlighten that some. I'm going to turn the brightness up just a hair. See if we can't get a better look. That's a little juvenile. Trying to move in closer to see me what he's doing. Check it out. Pretty amazing. Okay. On this one here, it's a Sasquatch on the backside of a tree. and whenever I got the flashlight out, I saw some movement on my peripheral, and the Sasquatch had took off to hide. He took off up through the tree line to hide and to get away from me, get away from the light. And I managed to get to snap some footage right when he got behind that tree line. You can see he's leaning his back onto that, up against that tree. Um, First off, I'm going to lighten this up just a hair. Okay. Um, you can see right here is his outline of his head, right? Right here. He's got a little nose. His eyes are back here, but he's got a little nose and more of a chimp look, right? And then there's his lips. And then he's got, you can see the copper in his hair. You can see how hairy he is. He's just hairy. And then you see his arm right here. And he's got his arm tucked in behind his butt, holding on to that tree. And then you can see his legs. You see the muscles in his legs right here. How wavy his hair is. Look at that, man. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. That's not pareidolia, folks. That's real Sasquatch in Appalachia. Okay. I got one more good one I'm going to show. This video is starting to run kind of long, so I'm going to show you this last one here. Well, there's a couple different ones. There's one that I hit the spotlight directly on him. And which you can see, he's right here's his little nose, his eyes, his mouth. Here's his ear, right? His body's back this way. And then there's a little juvenile facing this way. And then this guy's facing this way. He's standing up behind him. So there's a couple Sasquatches in that footage. Right? Okay. And then lastly, right here in this image, this Sasquatch is down on the ground, right? First, I'm going to brighten it up just a hair. Okay, look at this guy. So, his eyes are right there. There's his nose. There's his mouth. And then there's a little Sasquatch right here, a little juvenile, right? You see him right here. He's got his nocturnal shade lenses on. And he's just at the edge of the light, leaning on his elbow. Then there's one here, looking just around the edge of the shadow there. There's this one back in the back. There's about 20 foot back this way, and there's another one right here at the edge of the ground. There's several of them in this footage. But also, outside of those on the right, we're going to look down here to the left. Look down here in this corner. Look at this guy. He's down at the bottom of the tree. Look at that. Hiding in that vegetation. Look how clear that is. Okay, let me cancel all that stuff so I can zoom in. Look at this. Wow. It's just amazing. So he's stained his skin with green tree fluid and saps and stuff to get the camouflage that he's going for. And then you got another Sasquatch up here, right up here, hiding in that vegetation. Just amazing. And then you get, like I said, you got this one here. Look at that. He's got black tint around his eyes. He's got shade around his eyes and stuff, like a raccoon strip. He's painted on there for camouflage. And then you got these ones clear in the back. You can see this one here. Look at that. See his face. He's back here at that X structure on my property. It sets off about 25, 30 feet back behind the tree line. That's where these guys are. They're back here in that structure. Look at this guy's eye right there. Watching me. Just laying on the ground, well camouflaged and concealed. Just amazing. These guys are watchers, man. They know how to blend in so well. You know, on the surface it's kind of hard to see anything, but they're there. Look at this guy right here. Check him out. I mean, you can see the silhouette of his head. I'm going to mark up. You can see him right here. And there's one right back here. They're back there in that X structure. It's setting way off back there. And then there's that one. Okay, folks, that's what I got for tonight. I might have missed one or two. Looks like there's a little juvenile right there in the middle. But they're all in that footage. Just amazing. Anyways, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Peace.